The first time you log in to portal.azure.com, you'll be presented with an option to create an account and also provide a way of payment. So that way, when you create a resource, Microsoft will have a way to bill you. Once that happens, you'll then be presented with the page that you see here. And that is the Azure services where you can create resources. Now, this doesn't show all the different resources. So let's click on all services. And now we see a list of all the different services and resources you can create. Now, the most used are going to be at the top. So these are ones that I've used recently. However, if we scroll down, we can see there's well over 100 different services that you can use and resources that you can create. Now, you can go to these different categories. And what these do, they help you get to places a little bit more quickly. For instance, let's choose favorites. If I've created any favorites, we'll see those there. If I go to recents, we can see those. Those might be different than favorites. Then we can go to categories. For instance, if you want to create storage, you can click on storage. And the most likely thing you'll do is go to storage accounts. You'll click on that and click create, and then you can add in new storage. And there's multiple different types of storage you can do. We also see a lot of other things as well. Now, some of these things are going to be just for developers and programmers, while other things are going to be for sysadmins like yourself. So you'll want to go through some of these different ones and maybe do a little research and find out what is for what type of job. If I click on networking, this is another area you're going to spend a lot of time. One of those things could be virtual networks. Virtual networks are created when you create things like virtual machines. A bastion is another thing that a lot of sysadmins use. They use it to log into using a web-based access, and then from there you can access all your resources rather than connecting directly to them, such as through remote desktop. Keep in mind that all these different things do cost money. They all require licenses. Some licenses you'll need to get at admin.microsoft.com. Others you can get directly through Microsoft Azure. It just depends on what it is. At some point, Microsoft will probably merge all these services together so you don't have to go to separate websites, but that's the reality of things right now. If you'd like to create web resources, click on web. You've got things like app services, cognitive search, app service plans, things like that. You can go to databases. Many sysadmins will be going in to create databases and will be connecting them to various different resources and applications. If you'd like to see how things are going, you can click on analytics. And there'll be a different type of analytics for each different type of resource, which is why you see so many different kinds. A lot of sysadmins may be in the security area. So we'll click on security. And here you can set up things like Azure Information Protection, Microsoft Sentinel, and also some things that are also listed in other areas, such as Azure Active Directory. You can see it's listed here, but it's also listed in other places as well. So you may end up seeing some overlap as you go through it. Intune is very popular. Intune is now being incorporated into Endpoint Manager, but you can still click on Intune from here and set up your resources. You can add in Windows 10 and 11 computers, you can add in mobile devices, and you can manage those from the cloud instead of from on-premises. There's also a general category here at the top. And here's where I like to go to check out what's new. So I'll click on what's new, and any types of new services and resources that we can get are all going to be announced here. Sometimes Microsoft retires certain types of services and resources, so you may want to look here for that as well. Although there are many more services than a sysadmin would ever use, a thorough review of the portal and all it can bring is a good idea for any sysadmin.